Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg, and today I will show you how to draw this Goku Ultra Instinct drawing. It's a really good drawing, it really turned out great, and as you can see it's a very long video, so make sure to take your time, watch the whole video so you can follow my steps very well. Alright, we need an A4 size paper in portrait mode, and first we are going to halve the paper and then add a 3 to 4 cm guideline for the face on top. These guidelines are very important, and now we can already start. We will start with the wrinkles between the eyebrows, and from there we are drawing the eyebrows. We will use the length of the horizontal line for the length of the eyebrows. And also to place the edgy eyes on the same level. We use only 3 lines for the eyes, and we will draw the iris with pupils in the center of the eyes. Then we will use a vertical line to place the nose and the mouth in the center of the face. We will give Goku a serious look, and then we can start shaping the edgy face. Therefore, we are also using both guidelines, so both sides of the face are also equal. As you can see, I am shaping the face very roughly and lightly first, until I am happy with the shape, and only then I draw more detailed. Now we can erase the horizontal line, so we can draw the wrinkles below the eyes with no distraction. We are also adding wrinkles above the eyes, and then we can draw a light guideline on top, so we know from where we can draw the hair strands in front of the face. Goku has a few of them, and here as well I'm drawing them very lightly just to get an idea of the shape, and I'm also drawing them in different sizes and directions for the dynamics. And when you are happy with the shape, you can draw more detailed. You can keep this in mind, because we will draw like this for the entire sketch. Now we can draw the ears, and here pay attention that both ears are on the same level, and we are also drawing them more edgy than round. We will also draw the neck and traps before continuing with the main hair. And before even that, we will add the shades to the Ultra Instinct hair. The Ultra Instinct hair is black, but it has silver gray, lighter shades on the outer parts, and we will also do them pretty dynamic. That looks great. Now for the main hair, we will also figure out the shape and size by drawing them very lightly. As I said, I want to draw the hair very dynamic, so I am drawing each hair strand in different sizes and directions. Some of them pointing to the left, some of them pointing to the right, and some to the top. Alright, I think the hair looks great, and that means we can draw fully detailed and accurate now. I'm sure you know why I always start drawing roughly and lightly first, but still I will tell you. So when you start drawing detailed right away, even if you are experienced, it is very likely that along the way you will eventually do mistakes. And by drawing very lightly, you prevent that, because you already got the rough shape of the part you want to draw. Especially for beginners, this is very helpful. And even that I'm drawing for years, this is still very helpful, also for a more experienced artist. So now I'm finishing the light shades of the hair so we can move on to the upper body. Perfect, I love the head, and now to the slightly turned upper body. As I just said, we are shaping the upper body and each muscle very roughly and lightly. The fists are raised half up and Goku is in a battle pose. He is also wearing his blue shirt, which is torn on the outer parts. That we also start to draw lightly, and after that we can draw more detailed. Continuing with the neck, trap and chest part. We will draw these muscles more detailed and make sure that both chest muscles, called pecs, are on the same level. Alright, and now we can draw the shirt more detailed. As I said, the outer parts are torn, so we will draw them like that. And the shirt itself is pretty loose, so we will add lots of wrinkles to it. We will also add a small rib part on the chest for the cool details. Then we can draw the lower part of the shirt more wrinkled to finish up that part. So as you know, I like to draw my characters more muscular because that fits Dragon Ball characters the best. They just look so cool like this. So as we got the rough shape of the arms already, now we basically have to draw each muscle more detailed. The shoulders, bicep, tricep and forearms. From this perspective, we can see the biceps fully and the back parts of the arms, so the triceps not that much, even though the triceps are a much bigger muscle than the biceps. I also love to add veins to the muscles to make them look even more powerful, usually one on the biceps, shoulders and forearms. What I also like to do is to use a ruler, so I'm sure that both arms and each muscle groups are on the same level and same size. That's really important and the ruler is very helpful for that. Of course, this arm we can't see fully because of the angle, but still it's the same drawing process. So now we can draw the fists more detailed. Drawing hands can be very difficult, and I also made a whole video just for drawing hands, so you can check that out too. But basically I'm starting with the rough shape here as well, shaping each finger so I know exactly how the fist will look before even drawing detailed. And then we can shape each finger more accurately, making the knuckles very visible and finishing the fist. Perfect. Now drawing the ripped orange shirt, which Goku is wearing above the blue shirt. We will draw the ripped parts also in different directions to add more dynamics even to the small part. Now we can draw the belt, which is wrapped around the waist with some simple lines which also go in different directions. And then the small part of the pants which we can see. The pants are very loose, so we will add lots of wrinkles to this. And now, to finish up the sketch, we will draw the other fist fully detailed. This one we can see from a different angle, so more the inner side of the fist. Here as well, we are shaping each finger with the thumb on top and then drawing more detailed. We can still see the knuckles, and we will also draw a wristband to this side with little torn parts. Alright guys, Goku looks great, and now to really finish this up, we will add scratches all around the skin of Goku. So I think this wasn't that hard, but if you didn't get it right the first time, it's no problem. Just try the sketch as often as you need to until your version is looking fine. And if you are ready, we can move on to the inking. So for the inking, I like to use the pens from Ohuhu, but also the pens from Copic are great. For the outer lines, I like to use a thicker pen from 0.2 up, and for smaller parts like the scratches and face features, I like to use 0.05 and even 0.03 millimeters sometimes, so I can ink as accurate as possible. So basically, we are now tracing the entire sketch, line by line, step by step, very simple. You can also move your hand so your hand is comfortable, so you don't have to stretch your arm or something. And when we are done with the inking, we have to erase all the pencil lines, and this is maybe the only thing I don't like in drawing. It's not that bad, but I just don't like it. And when we are over with that, we will do another layer of ink. If you are following me for a while, you know that I always give my drawings some thicker lines, sometimes even black shades. Therefore we are using the same pens, and we will make each line thicker and more accurate. If you look closely, you can see that after erasing there are always some lines which are shaky, inaccurate, and just not clean enough. And that's the main reason why I started the second layer of inking, just to have a perfectly accurate line art. And along the way, I realized that the line art is looking even better with thick lines. Much more dynamic and also more comic-like. So it's a mix of anime and comic, which is pretty unique. So try this out and let me know what you think. Okay guys, now we are completely done with the line art and I think it looks amazing. The proportions are on point and the lines are clean, and that means we can move on to the coloring. So I will show you each marker and color tone I'm using because many of you are asking for the color numbers, so I'm sure this is very helpful. Sometimes I forgot to show them, so forgive me. But you don't have to use the exact same tones as I do. Choose your own preferred colors. So as you see, I started with the brighter part of the skin, and I'm also leaving white parts on the outer parts of Goku for the shiny effect. The shading of Ultra Instinct is very heavy and dark compared to the brighter part of the skin. So we choose a darker brown, but not as dark as the previous Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku drawing. These shades we will also add on the inner parts of the face, and we also use the face features and wrinkles to place the shades easy. Now using the brighter tone again for another layer and a bit of blending, and then an even darker brown tone to give the skin some more definition and more deepness. Therefore I like to use the muscle definition but also the face features and wrinkles. And this is how the skin will look, guys. I think it's a perfect contrast for Ultra Instinct Goku, and we will also add blood to the scratches by using colored pencils and a thin red pen. And now, same process for the neck, traps and chest part. We will use the same 3 tones from bright to dark and make sure to leave white parts on the outer parts of Goku. That gives the skin another brighter layer, which makes it 4 color tones for the skin. Alright guys, looking amazing so far, and now we will color the arms the same way. The shades we are adding on the inner side of the arms, and as the arms have a lot of definition and different muscles, placing the shades will be very easy. As I said before, just orientate yourself on the veins, muscle definition, and on each muscle like the shoulders, biceps, triceps and forearms. Same for the fist.
Perfect.
One arm done, and of course, same process for the other one. We are doing lots of layers, especially with the shades, so these big areas are completely even. Coloring like this takes a bit more time, of course a bit more ink as well, but this way your drawing will look like it's printed. I hear that so often that it looks like my drawings are printed and not drawn. So try out this technique and let me know what you think. Perfect guys, and now to the Ultra Instinct eyes and hair. Using a black marker for the eyebrows, and I like to use a marker with a hard tip for that. For the eyes I'm using two blue-gray tones, and we will also leave white parts on the outer parts of each iris. Now adding light shades to the iris and then a white dot with a white gel pen to each one. And for the hair, we will continue with the same black marker and with the same two blue-gray tones. I'm coloring each hair strand one by one so you can follow me easier. I'm starting with the black parts, then using the base gray tone, and after that the shading. And we will do the same thing for the entire hair. It's a very simple process, you just have to be a bit patient and make sure to color as even as possible and therefore use as many layers as you need to. Don't worry about wasting any ink, just think about creating the best possible drawing. Alright guys, we are about to finish the hair and it looks amazing. Now we will color the wrist bands. I'm using a few blue tones from bright to dark and some of them I forgot to show in the camera, but for the wristbands you really don't have to use the exact same tones as me. That's what I said earlier. Choose your own preferred colors, especially for smaller parts like this. As for the process, we are coloring the outer parts brighter and the inner parts will have the darker shades. And for the belt, same process. Now coloring the shirt, and for this part I'm using the same color tones as for the bands and belt. Also working from bright to dark. This is a pretty large area to color, so take your time on this and be patient. And when we got the base layer, we will do some blending with the brightest blue tone, and then we can add the big shades along the wrinkles of the shirt. Now some blending again, which also gives the shirt another layer, and then we can add the darkest shades to the shirt, and these shades will give the shirt the final and very important details and the definition. For me, the last tone, which you need for the darkest and deepest shades, are maybe the most important one. That one really separates your drawing from average to pro. Alright guys, now to the orange parts, starting with the brightest parts as usual. Just some fine and small parts, and then we can color the rest with the main tone, also very evenly and patiently. Now some blending, and then we can do the shades. The shades we will add along the wrinkles, but I'm sure you know that by now. To finish this up, we will use another darker tone for the deeper shades and the details. And this is how we will continue for the pants as well. Same order of the color tones, and as the pants are a much larger area, we have to use many more layers to color the pants as even as possible. Just because of that, and with the 2 layers of ink, my drawings are taking so much longer to finish, but that's my style. The shades we will add along the wrinkles, but I'm sure you know that by now. To finish this up, we will use another darker tone for the deeper shades and the details. Alright guys, now adding scratches all over Goku's clothes, and then we can color the Ultra Instinct aura. For that, we will color the background all black so the aura stands out even more. So use a black marker, ideally with a brush tip, and use many layers until the black background is perfectly even. As you can see, very close to Goku I stop. Of course, that's the area in which we will draw the aura, so pay attention to that. Now before coloring the aura, we will improve the outer parts of the aura so it looks more flamey and of course more professional. I will color the aura partly so you can follow me easier, starting with the very outer parts, and therefore I'm using a darker blue. As you can see, I'm coloring very close to the black background, so the aura will be very close to Goku. The next tone is a medium blue, which is very strong and vibrant. And I'm also using this tone very close to Goku, but I'm still leaving a white layer, so it creates a shiny effect, which is very important for the aura. So next we will use a dark blue pastel, which resembles the outer blue parts of the aura, and with that we will smear little flame-like shapes so the aura really looks like the energy is coming out of Goku. The Ultra Instinct aura is very difficult to draw, but I think today I did a pretty good job on that. We will do the same thing on the other side as well, and you really have to be patient to draw this kind of an aura. Next, we will use a white scale pen, and with that, we will add lots of highlights, dots, oval and round shapes all around Goku and the aura. This creates a very nice effect and makes the aura look like God Ki. We are using these with different sizes and with small distances. All the colors are matching perfectly together, and I think from here you know how it goes. We will continue just like this for the rest of the aura, so let's finish this slowly and I see you in the end, but make sure to take your time. So let's go. Alright guys, let's touch, and then Goku Ultra Instinct in a cool battle pose with aura is done. It's really a great drawing. I really love everything about this. The shading looks amazing, the proportions are on point, the hair looks dope, the muscles are great, and also the color choice is perfect. I love the aura on this one, and this drawing is definitely one of my best so far. I hope this long tutorial was helpful for you and you can show me your version of this drawing on Instagram. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments what you think of this. Also give me inspiration for future tutorials and like the video to show me your support. All the links down below in the info box, including the links to the materials I'm using. That's it guys, thank you all for watching and I see you on the next